handicraft manufacturers, spice producers, furniture makers, startup and technology companies creating products of international quality. The capability exists, the passion exists, the entrepreneurial spirit certainly exists. Yet many MSMEs hesitate to take that step towards exports, not because their products aren't good enough, but because they don't know where to begin. So questions like which countries should I target, how do I find buyers, what documentation is required, what are the export regulations, which government schemes can support me, and who will guide me through the process. So for many entrepreneurs, these questions become roadblocks. That is exactly what gap this Export Facilitation Center intends to bridge. So at Laghu Udyog Bharati, we have always believed our role goes beyond representing MSMEs. Our responsibility is to create opportunities for them. Over the past few years, we have worked extensively on technology adoption, lean manufacturing, Z certification, ramp champions, finance, digitalization, and market linkages. Today, we are taking the next logical step, helping our MSMEs access global markets. So how will this center work? Many of us have asked, how exactly will this center work? The answer is simple. The Export Facilitation Center is designed to become a single point of guidance for any business exploring exports, whether an entrepreneur is only curious or whether he already has an export order in hand. The center will support them at every stage of the journey. We plan to offer export awareness sessions, export readiness assessments, guidance on documentation and compliance, market access support, buyer connect opportunities, training programs and export clinics. Some of these will begin right away, focused on awareness and ecosystem building. Others, more advanced services like export planning, market intelligence and international business connections will be developed through a structured model in consultation with our stakeholders with whom we will grow. In short, we want every entrepreneur to know that you are not alone in this journey. There is an ecosystem ready to support you. One of the biggest strengths of this initiative is the power of collaboration. Each partner brings its own expertise. So Laghu Udyog Bharati Goa helps to connect with MSMEs and entrepreneurs on the ground. Global Chamber Goa brings international networks and market access. And World Trade Center Goa brings institutional knowledge and trade infrastructure. When these strengths come together, we create something far larger than any organization could achieve alone. That is the real power of collaboration. So today we are launching the 100 SME Export Champions Initiative. So we are proud to launch this initiative of 100 SME Export Champions Initiative. This one is very close to our hearts. Our objective is not merely to increase export numbers, but it is to identify business with export potential, mentor them, prepare them and build their confidence to become successful global enterprises. Because exporting isn't only about earning foreign exchange. It is about improving quality, becoming globally competitive, driving innovation, creating better jobs, and ultimately contributing to India's vision of becoming a stronger global economy. So friends, this Export Facilitation Center is not an event that ends today. In fact, it is a long-term commitment to our entrepreneurs, our industries, our Goa economic future. I sincerely invite every entrepreneur here to make full use of this platform. Come with your questions, come with your ideas, come with your ambitions. Let us work together to transform local businesses into global businesses. Before I close, my sincere thanks to our partners, Global Chamber Goa and World Trade Center Goa, for believing in this shared vision. Together we have created a platform I am confident will benefit hundreds of MSMEs in the years ahead. As someone who has worked closely with MSMEs for last so many years, I firmly believe that the next great export success story from India could very well start from Goa. All it needs is the right direction, the right ecosystem and the confidence to take that first step. So let this Export Facilitation Center be the catalyst. The detailed vision, roadmap and the Goa to Global 100 SME Export Champions Initiative will now be presented by Mrs. Aarti Nimkar, the Executive Director of Global Chamber Goa and founder and CEO of the India Economic Development Association, who has been instrumental in shaping this initiative along with our other partners. She will take us through how this platform will support Goan businesses on their journey from local markets to global opportunities. Thank you, and let's take Goa to global.
Thank you, Pallavi ma'am, for beautifully outlining the vision behind the collaborative initiative and setting the tone for today's program. May I now invite Mr. Cyril D'Souza, Regional Director, World Trade Center Goa, to deliver his special address on the topic Connecting Goan Enterprises to International Trade Opportunities.
Good evening and thank you. I'm so happy to be here. To our chief guests, dignitaries on the dais, a special mention of our collaborators, Madam Pallavi Salgaonkar and Madam Aarti Nimkar, and two of my, what you could say, heroes or special people here, Mr. Rajkumar Kamath and Mr. Gautam Karankade, and to all of our guests, including Mr. Riker, who have come here to join us and be with us, spend the next few moments to understand, like Madam Pallavi said, how we can take Goa global. So, a little bit about the World Trade Center Goa. So WTC Goa, that is the World Trade Center Goa, is promoted by MVIRDC, M. Visvesvaraya Industrial Research and Development Center, which has in turn also promoted 4 World Trade Centers together: WTC Mumbai, Bhubaneswar, Jaipur, and us of course at Goa. WTC Goa is part of the World Trade Centers network based in New York, USA, and has in its fold about 330 WTCs across 100 countries, representing 1 million businesses totally, globally. Our vision to grow trade, our vision to take Goan businesses to the globe. In doing so, we have signed MOUs with some of the global WTCs. As you can see them here, WTC Algiers, Warsaw, Cyprus, Poitiers, Futurescope in France, Rotterdam, Netherlands, Yerevan in Armenia, Trieste, Leeuwarden, that is also in the Netherlands. Similarly, we have signed MOUs with national trade entities in India, All India Association of Industries, Laghu Udyog Bharati. We have a good partnership with Global Chamber of Commerce and the Dalit Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. So just to brief you about how this World Trade Center works and how it can take Goan businesses to the globe. So the first thing is that we have a reciprocity desk. And the reciprocity desk is anything that we are doing personally just now, transformed doing it digitally. For example, when we are meeting colleagues, when we are meeting business partners, we are always talking about our businesses and how we can sustain each other, how we can grow each other. And the reciprocity desk is one tool in the arsenal of the WTCA, which allows all the 330 World Trade Centers to talk to each other digitally and receive, buy and sell requests. Therefore, this operates on the WTCA platform. Similarly, like we have this event here, we also organize together in the group major events, which are national, also international. Global Economic Summit in Mumbai, the World Trade Center in Mumbai. We have planned one international event for Goa in 2027, and also the participation in the Global Business Forum, that is a collection of about 350 to 500 representatives from all the 300 World Trade Centers. Now these are our current export inquiries. We have export inquiries for export from Goa, pig iron, foundry grade, basic grade, special grade, then iron ore, 57 grade, and local high quality cajufeni. We require for export from Goa floating fish pellets and fresh pork. Required for import into Goa, pig iron, sorrel grade, and we are also projecting a global sourcing required for Sri Lanka in the sector of urea. The fresh leads that we have received in the last week required for export from Goa, sugar 120 to 150 tons, this will be for Kuwait. And we have also available for export from Goa, concrete plus M sand and ultra fine plaster sand. Our upcoming event on the 23rd of July will be projecting Dubai, the business gateway to global trade. So any of you who would like to go international and set up your business in Dubai, then this is the event you should attend, because we have got the officials from the DMCC, that is the Dubai Mercantile Commercial Center, who will be talking to us about how they can facilitate your participation there in global trade through Dubai. Our partners for this will be Lagodial Bharti, Global Chamber, we've got Goa Dimensions, and our media partner, like for today, will be Raj. 1st of August, we are doing an event, doing business with the UK. And this will concentrate on the free trade agreement that India and the UK have recently signed, and how in this realm we can also benefit through something specific which is for Goa. We have been doing a lot of service for Goa, and on the 21st of April, I was in Philadelphia in New York to receive the WTC award. This is a premier accredited member award with specialization in business and member services and trade development. Out of the 330 World Trade Centers, we are about 130 who are certified, and I'm proud and happy to tell you that WTC Goa is the recipient of this award. I received this award from Mr. John Drew. Mr. John Drew, as you can see there, he is the chair for the WTCA globally. So, initially, as Madam Pallavi has expressed, we will be starting the Export Facilitation Center. We saw this because we felt there is a need, because many of, for example, DGFT, for example, APIDA or MPIDA, do not have the offices in Goa. So exporters are finding it difficult, to communicate with them, to share with them their challenges and problems. And therefore, this center will see initially how we can facilitate our exporters from Goa. And I'm happy to also share with you that for the time being, the Export Facilitation Center will be operated from the World Trade Center Goa premises based at Pato. The address is just coming up in the next slide. So you can contact us. We were thinking of 2 days in the week. We have decided to Wednesday and Friday from 3:30 to 5:30. But that is subject to change depending on the feedback that we receive from the exporters. So our office contact address is WTC Goa, Sazagor Wing 1, 3rd floor, office number 3H, above the physics wala classes, that wing. Sazagor has got 4 wings. So many of them who come, they go round and round. So this is something very, very important. Physics wala classes, just about that is the World Trade Center office on the 3rd floor in the EDC complex at Pato. So that's it for me. Till we meet again. Thank you and God bless.
Congratulations, Mr. Cyril, on receipt of the award. Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your valuable insight on connecting Goan businesses with global opportunities. We now move on to an important presentation that lays out the roadmap for the initiative. It gives me immense pleasure to invite Ms. Aarti Nemkar, Executive Director, Global Chamber Goa and Founder and CEO, India Economic Development Association, to present Goa to Global, Empowering 100 SME Export Champions.
Good evening, everybody, and warm welcome to all. Thank you for coming for our important milestone, what we are achieving today. Respected dignitaries, industry leaders, entrepreneurs, partners, and friends. Today is much more than the launch of an Export Facilitation Center. Today we are launching a new direction for Goa's businesses. For years we have spoken about the immense potential of Goa's entrepreneurs, manufacturers, artisans, and innovators. Today we are taking the next step from talking about exporters to building exporters. It gives me immense pleasure on behalf of Global Chamber Goa, along with our esteemed partners Lagudyog Bharti Goa and World Trade Center Goa, to announce our flagship initiative. Was I audible? It's okay. Thank you. Goa to Global 100 SME Export Champion Initiative. So our vision is very simple: to identify 100 businesses from Goa and transform them into globally competitive enterprise. Through one seminar, not through one workshop, but through a structured journey of learning, mentoring, market access, and global connections. So how will this initiative work? The journey has 4 simple stages. Stage 1 is to identify. We invite ambitious MSMEs, manufacturers, startups, women entrepreneurs, and exporters from across Goa to become a part of this initiative. Business don't need export experience, they only need the ambition to grow globally. Stage 2 is the assess. Every participating company will undergo an export readiness and global opportunity mapping assessment. Together we will understand, is your product ready to export? Which international markets suit your business? What certifications or compliances are required? What improvements are needed before entering global markets? This becomes this company's personalized export roadmap. Stage 3, we prepare. Once the roadmap is ready, businesses will participate in expert-led learning sessions covering export documentation, market entry strategies, trade finance, packaging and international standards, digital trade, AI-powered export tools, and international business development. The objective is very simple: to reduce the fear and complexity of exporting. Stage 4, we connect, which is, I think, an important stage. That is where Global Chamber brings its strength. Global Chamber is existing in 195 countries, having presence across the globe in 605 chapters. Through our international network, strategic partners, and trade ecosystem, we will work towards connecting Goa businesses with international buyers, trade missions, global business delegations, export promotion councils, country-specific opportunities. Because knowledge creates confidence, but connections create business. And today, I'm delighted to announce the first milestone. The first cohort of the Goa to Global 100 SME Export Champion Initiative is now officially open. Our first activity will be the Export Readiness and Global Opportunity Mapping Program, where every business that joins this cohort will receive structured guidance to understand where they are today and what they need to do get there, where they can compete globally. This initiative is not about creating exporters, it is about creating confident global entrepreneurs from Goa. It is about creating products that proudly carry the label, made in Goa, trusted by the world. I invite every entrepreneur present here today to become part of this journey. Let us not wait for global opportunities to come to Goa. Let us prepare Goa to reach the world. Together, let us create 100 export champions, 100 global success stories, one global Goa. And the world is no longer beyond our reach. Today, we begin building the bridge from Goa to global. You all have our brochures on our table, and we are also going to flash the QR code where you can just scan it and be a part of the initiative. You can register yourself for the first cohort we are announcing after the launching of today's facilitation center. This is the first initiative we are taking, and please register. The brochures are given to you, and of course the QR code is on the screen. So I want to thank my all my counterparts, my collaborators, our dignitaries, and special thanks to my sponsors, Flex Council, Blinkist. Thank you for supporting us, believing in our initiative, and being here today. And thank you to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Aarti ma'am, for the inspiring presentation and for sharing the exciting vision for Goa's export ecosystem. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my privilege to invite our chief guest, Shri M.K. Meena, Joint Director, MSME Development and Facilitation Office, Goa, to address the gathering.
Global Chamber of Goa, World Trade Center Goa and Navodaya Bharti के सभी पदाधिकारीगण, विशिष्ट अतिथिगण, उद्योग जगत से जुड़े सभी उद्यमी महिलाओं व सज्जनों, आप सभी को मेरा नमस्कार। आज वॉइस लीडिंग गोवा ग्लोबल ग्रोथ जर्नी जैसे महत्वपूर्ण कार्यक्रम में मुख्य अतिथि के रूप में उपस्थित होकर मुझे अत्यंत प्रसन्नता हो रही है। इस सार्थक पहल के आयोजन हेतु मैं ग्लोबल चैम्बर ऑफ गोवा, वर्ल्ड ट्रेड सेंटर गोवा एंड नवोदय भारती को हार्दिक बधाई व शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ। आज का ये कार्यक्रम केवल एक औपचारिक आयोजन नहीं है, बल्कि गोवा के सूक्ष्म, लघु, मध्यम उद्योगों को वैश्विक बाजार से जोड़ने की दिशा में एक महत्वपूर्ण कदम है। एक्सपोर्ट फैसिलिटेशन सेंटर्स की स्थापना तथा गोवा टू ग्लोबल अंडर SME और एक्सपोर्ट चैंपियन इनिशिएटिव निश्चित रूप से प्रदेश के उद्यमियों के लिए नए अवसरों के द्वार खोलेंगे। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री महोदय के नेतृत्व में भारत के विकसित भारत 2047 आत्मनिर्भर भारत के मेक इन इंडिया, लोकल फॉर लोकल और लोकल टू ग्लोबल जैसे विजन को अपनाया है। इस अभियान में का मूल उद्देश्य भारतीय उद्यमियों को वैश्विक स्तर पर प्रतिस्पर्धी बनाना है। इस राष्ट्रीय संकल्प को साकार करने में MSME क्षेत्र की भूमिका अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण है। भारत में MSME क्षेत्र के लगभग 6 करोड़ से अधिक उद्यमी प्रतिनिधित्व करता है। यह क्षेत्र करोड़ों लोगों को रोजगार प्रदान करता है तथा देश के विनिर्माण, निर्यात, आर्थिक विकास में महत्वपूर्ण योगदान देता है। आज आवश्यकता है कि अधिक से अधिक MSME निर्यात गतिविधियों से जुड़े और वैश्विक मूल्य श्रृंखला ग्लोबल वैल्यू चेन का हिस्सा बने। गोवा अपने उच्च गुणवत्ता वाले उत्पादों, खाद्य प्रसंस्करण, औषधि उद्योग, इंजीनियरिंग उत्पादों, प्लास्टिक, हस्तशिल्प, कोयर, समुद्री उत्पाद एवं नवाचार आधारित उद्यमों के कारण निर्यात की अपार संभावनाएं रखता है। यदि हमारे उद्यमी उचित मार्गदर्शन, गुणवत्ता का प्रमाणन, डिजिटल मार्केटिंग व अंतर्राष्ट्रीय बाजार की जानकारी प्राप्त करें तो वैश्विक बाजार में अपनी मजबूत पहचान बना सकते हैं। भारत सरकार का सूक्ष्म, लघु व मध्यम उद्यम मंत्रालय MSME की प्रतिस्पर्धा और आत्मनिर्भर बनाने हेतु अनेक योजना प्रभावी संचालन कर रहा है। इस योजनाओं के माध्यम से गुणवत्ता सुधार, तकनीकी उन्नयन, बौद्धिक संपदा अधिकार संरक्षण, क्षमता निर्धारण, डिजिटलीकरण व वित्तीय सहायता एवं विपणन संवर्धन को प्रोत्साहित किया जा रहा है। MSME फैसिलिटेशन गोवा राज्य के उद्यमी को विभिन्न सरकारी योजनाओं की जानकारी, मार्गदर्शन व आवश्यक सहायता उपलब्ध कराने के लिए निरंतर कार्यरत है। हमारा प्रयास है कि प्रत्येक पात्र उद्यमी तक सरकारी योजनाओं का लाभ सरलता से व पारदर्शिता के साथ पहुंचे। निर्यात क्षेत्र में सफलता केवल एक अच्छे उत्पाद से नहीं मिलती, बल्कि गुणवत्ता, नवाचार, पैकेजिंग, अंतर्राष्ट्रीय मानकों के अनुपालन, समय पर आपूर्ति व प्रभावी विपणन रणनीति ही उन्नति के लिए आवश्यक है। आज की प्रतिस्पर्धा वैश्विक परिदृश्य में हमें तकनीकी, डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म और ई-कॉमर्स का अधिकाधिक प्रयोग करना है। आज प्रारंभ किया जा रहा है एक्सपोर्ट फैसिलिटेशन सेंटर उद्यमियों को निर्यात प्रक्रिया दस्तावेज, बाजार विश्लेषण, उत्पाद मानकीकरण, निर्यात संबंधी विभिन्न संस्थाओं से जोड़ने में महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाएगा। मुझे विश्वास है कि यह केंद्र विशेष रूप से नए और संभावित निर्यातकों के लिए प्रभावी मार्गदर्शक सिद्ध होगा। मैं इसी अवसर पर सभी उद्योग संगठनों, निर्यात संवर्धन परिषदों, वित्तीय संस्थानों, सरकारी एजेंसियों से भी आग्रह करता हूं कि सम्मिलित प्रयासों के माध्यम से गोवा को एमएसएमई को वैश्विक प्रतिस्पर्धा के लिए तैयार करें। सरकार एवं उद्योग के बीच मजबूत साझेदारी ही निर्यात वृद्धि का आधार बनेगी। प्रिय उद्यमियों, आज का युग नवाचार, गुणवत्ता व मार्केटिंग का युग है। यदि हम अपने उत्पादों की गुणवत्ता और विश्वसनीयता निरंतर सुधार बनाए रखें तो निश्चित रूप से गोवा के उत्पाद विश्व की अनेक देशों में अपनी अलग पहचान स्थापित करेंगे। मुझे पूर्ण विश्वास है कि गोवा टू ग्लोबल अंडर एसएमई एक्सपोर्ट चैंपियन इनिशिएटिव गोवा के अनेक उद्यमियों को सफल निर्यातक बनने की दिशा में प्रेरित करेगा तथा राज्य की अर्थव्यवस्था को नई गति प्रदान करेगा। अंत में मैं इस उत्कृष्ट आयोजन के लिए आयोजकों को पुनः हार्दिक बधाई देता हूं तथा सभी प्रतिभागियों को जल्द भविष्य एवं सफल निर्यात यात्रा के लिए अपने शुभकामनाएं अर्पित करता हूं। आइए हम सब मिलकर लोकल टू ग्लोबल के संकल्प को साकार करें तथा विकसित भारत के निर्माण में अपना सक्रिय योगदान दें। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
Thank you very much, sir, for your insightful address and for your continued support towards strengthening the MSME ecosystem. May I now request CA Pallavi Salgaonkar, President Laghu Udyog Bharati Goa, to kindly present a memento to our esteemed chief guest, Shri M.K. Minaji, as a token of our gratitude. Thank you, sir. May I now invite Shri Sachin Sabnilji, All India Vice President and Goa Prabhari, Laghu Udyog Bharati, to address the gathering.
Good evening, everyone. Dignitaries on the dais. Today's chief guest, Shri M.K. Minaji, Director, MSME DFO. Our guide is Laghu Udyog Bharati, our National Organizing Secretary, Shri Prakash Chandraji. Pallavi ji, our President, Laghu Udyog Bharati, Goa Unit. Cyril D'Souza, Regional Director at World Trade Center. RTG, Executive Director at Global Chamber. My colleagues in Laghu Udyog Bharati, Mudit, Vibor, all the Laghu Udyog Bharati members and entrepreneurs and friends out here in Goa. First of all, I would like to place on record my appreciation for Laghu Udyog Bharati, Goa Unit, World Trade Center and Global Chamber for taking this initiative and establishing the export facilitation center out here, which is the need of the hour. As we all know, India is growing fast. We are already a $4 trillion economy, and we know the MSME's contribution, more than 30% contribution towards this GDP, 45% contribution in the manufacturing, equal amount of contribution even in the exports of the MSMEs. But what MSMEs need today, we find that a lot of MSMEs are very good at their quality, are very good at their delivery, very good at innovation, very good at research. But what MSMEs need today is guidance, information and handholding. And I'm very much sure that this export facilitation center would be achieving exactly this need that we find is short today. So this is a single window support system I hope, Pallaviji, I'm just what I understood from what Cyril spoke or what RTG spoke is maybe what an MSME or a first-time exporter is hesitant about. Because whenever we think about exports, we hesitate to until and unless we jump into that. As I earlier mentioned, maybe we are a $4 trillion economy. I always ask my MSME friends whether you want to be part of $4 trillion economy or you want to be part of 120 trillion global economy. You have to make a choice. If you want to expand your canvas, if you want to grow, then you need to be part of this $120 trillion global economy. And for that, you need to send your parts across the globe, across the seas. And then that is where a lot of small industries and micro industries find it difficult because there is no hand-holding out there. And I'm very much sure this center is going to do exactly that. What are they afraid or what hand-holding they need? Maybe they might be needing registrations, they might be needing IEC code and other information, how to get those. Product certifications, a lot of products, especially if you are in food industry or processing industry, because I am very much sure in Goa, a lot of food and processing industry is there, so they need a lot of certifications. Market intelligence, where to export, how to export, what are the global requirements. Buyer-seller connections, Cyril did speak about a visit by business people or the associations from Dubai. Something like that, an interaction with them will open new doors of business for you. About the finance, what export finance is available, about logistics, custom procedures, because this is another thing most of the exporters are very much afraid about. Customs and finance, how I'm going to get my money back. So these are some of the things that first-time exporters find it very, very difficult. But apart from that, MSMEs are also looking out for which country should I export. What certifications are required? How do I find buyers? Because I have a product, I have a quality, there is a manufacturer in Goa who might be very good. He might be very good at his quality, he might be very good at his delivery, his price is very, very competitive. He has established himself in the domestic market and he feels he is right to get into the export market. But he wants to know where to find the buyers. He doesn't know where to find the buyers. He doesn't understand what are the payment risks. He doesn't know how to handle the shipping and other logistics or the documentations that are needed. He doesn't know from where do I get a financial support. He doesn't know how to do marketing. So a cohort where they are going to have or handhold 100 MSMEs and taking them along with them, I'm very much sure that they are going to do all these things. They are going to train them in the export awareness, market intelligence, quality certification, all these things. I'm very much sure they are going to help these 100 participants. And out of this, I'm very much sure each and every MSME is going to find better sales, more employment. They're going to improve on quality. See, once you enter the export business or export market, I'm speaking out of my personal experience. It is not that initially when we start, we say that we are going to do this for export and do this for domestic market. But down the line, these two different things merge. And ultimately your quality improves. The local domestic product quality also improves. So when you get into the export market, the whole culture in your organization changes. And that's what we are looking out for here if we have to upgrade our MSMEs. Surely a lot of foreign exchange, diversification, innovation is going to be there. And all these things, I'm very much sure this facilitation center is going to achieve out here. And I think India doesn't lack entrepreneurship in any way. We see entrepreneurs everywhere. The only thing that MSME needs is some kind of a confidence in themselves, some kind of a connectivity, somebody if they can connect to the right people and right things that are happening in the market and a right facilitation that's going to happen out here. And I'm very much sure it is not only going to be an office that we start, but it's going to be an enabler for each and everyone's global aspirations to be part of the global economy, to be part of your products being sold at a global level. So let us all look beyond the domestic markets, let us look at the global economies so that we can create an manufacturing powerhouse, which is the vision as mentioned by Meena-ji, or Prime Minister's vision to be India to be a manufacturing powerhouse. It is only possible that each and every of these MSMEs, which are capable enough, which are ready to upgrade, which are ready to learn, become part of this global economy and make the label, Make in India, shine everywhere in the world. At Lagu Udyog Bharati, as you all know, we have more than 65,000 members across India, presence in each and every state. But our logo has always been Rashtra Uddharo Lagu Udyami. So when we are looking at that logo, when we see that the nation grows, when the MSME or the micro and small entrepreneurs grow, so this is one small step in helping the MSMEs achieve that goal. And in return, India will grow. And what dream of Vikasit Bharat we have will surely be achieved out of this center that we are inaugurating here today, as well as the cohort we are going to have. So thank you very much one and all for joining out here. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiring work and constant encouragement to MSMEs across the country. And a special thanks from Lagu Udyog Bharati Goa for always being there with your silent and strong support for us. Thank you very much, sir. May I request Mr. Mudit Agarwal, General Secretary Lagu Udyog Bharati Goa, to kindly present a memento to Shri Sachin Sabnis, sir. Thank you, sir. May I now invite Mr. Naman Madadi, Assistant Director, Plastic Export Promotion Council, sponsored by Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Department of Commerce, Government of India, to deliver his address on unlocking Goa's plastic export potential.